Good morning, traders. So let's start the morning off with the Aussie as usual. And yeah, we didn't quite get off to a running start. It was a proper slow Monday, suppose. Um, so the weekly is obviously is nothing really we can read into the weekly at the moment because we haven't really got going. But what we can just take note of is this resistance or being used as support at the moment. Um, this is pretty much a key level at the moment. Okay, and if you look to the right, you see it also lines up with a flat bit of cloud on the weekly. So that's definitely an area to watch. Okay, and so that's to call it what's that 51380. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's just get down to daily and start looking what we have. Right. So for all intents and purposes, we are top of range. Okay, and this level here, I'm just going to adjust it slightly to line up with the flat cloud to the left here, okay? And you can see that's kind of where price is interacting with at the moment. Now if we add another line to the top of all of this, you'll see there's top of range, okay? Now what you can see is a pretty big cup and handle. So we had a lower low here, a higher low here, and prices hovering pretty much in a straight line. Okay, and if you look even further, you'll see there's a head and shoulders here as well. Okay, so I don't really read much into it, especially not on the daily when we've got massive patterns like this on the Aussie, purely because the Aussie can swing 1,000 points in a day in a blink of an eye. So it's really nothing that I pay attention to anyway. Okay, so the daily, the one thing that is just confirming the range theory is you can see Kijinson and Tikinson are flat, running right next to each other, and we have a flat cloud. Okay, what we do have here, though, is we've got Sikuspan that has come out of price and the cloud, so that is a bullish signal. But we don't have a crossover. Okay, the cloud is green, which is bearish, but you know it's really it needs to be pointing to the upside. Sorry, cloud is green, which is bullish, not bearish. But we want the cloud pointing up, not running horizontal. When it's running horizontal like this, it basically indicates range, and you can see we are ranging. Now, a little bit concerning is the grouping of the oscillators at the moment. You see what happened the last time we grouped the oscillators? At the top, we fell. Okay, so we are starting to group. We're not grouped yet, but we are starting to head into that dangerous territory. Okay, so can we read anything else into this? Not really. There's pretty much nothing that I can read into that at the moment, so let's just drill down. Okay, so you can see how we rallied, and you see what I mean by oscillators grouping to the bottom. They grouped to the bottom here, and we were at a level, and we rallied. Okay, we are at a level which is this top. Well, we're not quite there, but we have been there, and that is a pretty big level there, which is top of the range. Okay, so there is potential for something to happen. Now you can see the cloud is kind of flat and pointing the upside, but you want both sides of the cloud pointing up. When one side is pointing up or pointing down, the cloud gets thicker and thicker and thicker, and that just means consolidation. Okay, whenever you've got a thick cloud, you see consolidation. When you've got a thin cloud, you've got volatility and prices running. Okay, you see how we ran hard here, and look how thin the cloud was, and then it started thickening up. Okay, so on the 4 hour, for all intents and purposes, we've got Kijinson and Tikinson coming together. Okay, it is still bullish. They are coming together, which is a good sign. Now, the trick is if price can stay above Tikinson and Kijinson can stay below Tikinson, and they can both start pointing to the upside, you'll have your continuation. Okay, but you're only going to pick it up after 2 or 3 4 hour candles. So you want to sort of drill down to a lower time frame to see what's going on. And I mean, what more can I say? We are ranging. Okay, so what we can do here is just add another line into here. Okay, so yesterday I said to you when this range breaks, and now we can adjust this line. I'm going to just put it up to, well, let's do the range because that's the range there. So you can see here we had 1, 2, 3 touches on the top here, and then we broke through on Friday. We broke through this double bottom or range, okay? So ideally the next target should have been the top here, and it basically is those 2 tails there. Okay, so we did break through. We came back for the retest on this bar, at which point I went in long. Okay, as soon as we started running, I moved my stop up, and I basically got trailed out with this retracement here. Okay, so one thing that was not in place yesterday was we didn't really have a bullish crossover of Tekinson and Kijinson. Okay, you can see how Kijinson was above Tekinson. Okay, and then we had the crossover late in the day, and we are now sitting in the zone between the two, which also indicates ranging. Okay, so what am I going to do today? So I think for me the play is still the same. This is a critical level here, and what I do want to point out here, I just need to zoom in for you, is there is the first inside tail. Okay, so you know that I'm always looking for the inside tail as a pointer where price turns. So if I adjust this here to that first inside tail, can you see how price got there and turned around? So this is always an area that I'm looking for. And if you look here at the top, there's the first inside tail, there's the second inside tail. Okay, so if I just put a line over there, you'll see where price got to. And if I put a line on the second inside tail, oops, just bring it down there, you can see price almost got to it. Okay, so I'm always looking for the first inside tail on the left, which will indicate, to me anyway, where price will potentially turn. Okay, and you're always looking for the first 2, so 1, 2. You see down here, there's the first one, and there's the second one. And if I just put a line on that first one, you can see how we bypassed it completely, but we did also use it as resistance. Okay, so but that was the one that we looked at. So the first and second one is what I'm looking for, and then you just drill down to the lower time frames. So I still think that this is kind of the area that we're going to be playing in. So today I'm looking for something down the bottom here. So I just want to see what's happening with our good old friend 10 cents. Okay, 10 cents is flat, 0.5% at the moment. Asia's pretty flat, the US is flat, and I think nothing's really going to happen until we get some information from the summit between Trump and North Korea. I refer to him as Kimmy. So anyway, so we're going to need to wait for that news to come out for, I think, before the markets start reacting to whatever comes out of that. It seems to me that the trade war threats are not really affecting the markets at all. And I think the reason for that is the trade war impact will only be much later on in the year once they're fully in place, rather than impacting the markets right now. So at this stage, company results are good and the economy is strong. Well, that's the US economy anyway. I'm not referring to the South African economy. Okay, so yes, I think for me today the same play. Still playing this range break. So I'll be looking for a long in this area again and see if we can get cracking to hit the target. The target is up here. Okay, if we do break below this level here, then obviously that play is off, and then we'll be looking for a move to the downside. Now, there's nothing really that you can read into this at this stage except the fact that we are ranging. Now I just want to delete all these levels here, and let's just highlight something else here. Okay, so that was the breakout of that trend. Okay, and then I just want to move this down to there. Okay, we had a breakout and a retest of this downward trend. Now, if we just do that, we just highlight this move yesterday. Okay, we haven't had a breakout of that yet. Okay, so it seems to, we have a downward move, then we break out, and then we move. You see here, we rallied, big downward move, breakout, downward move, breakout, downward move, breakout. And now we're going down again. So I expect the same pattern to be repeated. So you should get some kind of a base forming here. And to me, it's somewhere in this area. So it's either back there for on this tail for a double bottom, which does make sense if you look at the, we've got flat Kijunsen here and flat Tikensen here, okay? And we've got flat cloud as well to the left. So that is pretty much a pretty good area. And we've got flat cloud to the right. So that is a pretty strong level there. So I would definitely be looking for a long or fat level again. That's kind of what I'm looking for today. I suspect we're just going to open flat and maybe meander a bit or up or down. But I don't see anything happening until we get news from the summit. Okay, so that's my play for the Aussie today. I hope it helps. And stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys later.